Hi friends, this is your buddy Carl for another guitar tutorial for Leann Albrecht Worship Tribe. And we're going to go back again to the previous album. We are in February of 2021 right now. But we're just approaching life and music and ministry different. So we're letting you in on how things are done and how they're built and how they're played. Some people have said, you and Leann write kind of complicated stuff. I'm like, well, not really, because I'm not like a complicated guitar player. I'm a rhythm player. So anyway, this song, Mighty and Glorious, from the last project called Mighty and Glorious, I think we have just posted a live, raw version that we did it at the Well of Nashville service, and it was beautiful. And, you know, the Well of Nashville here is a small community growing, but it's kind of like a big living room, and I'm recording in the big living room right now. And it's a beautiful sunny day. That's why the light's a little bright. It may change as we go through the tutorial. But it's good to hear the songs raw and how they work in a community setting. Now, this has a beautiful studio recorded version on Mighty and Glorious, and the link is in underneath the video. If you look in the info window, we do have a link there, and you can catch it on all the digital servers. But if you really like the music, I'll throw this in as a side note. Please purchase a digital download from iTunes or Leann's website, or a CD. Any of your favorite music, your artist. If you listen a lot, or if you just love that, then spend $1 and buy the song, or $10 and get the CD. Really, artists and writers and musicians are struggling so much nowadays. I know it's an art form, and you think, well, it's free, and you can stream it on Spotify and Pandora and all those for virtually free. And the musicians and writers get pretty much nothing. It's like we work for free. So sometimes I laugh. We have this old saying that says, what? Do what you love and you'll never work another day in your life. Another story. Okay, let's move on. We're a couple minutes in. So buy the music, but here it is for free, a tutorial. Please subscribe to Leann Albrecht Worship Tribe. If you're watching this, they won't bother you. YouTube won't bug you. Just get a little account, subscribe, and share with your friends. Even if you're not a player and you don't want to learn guitar, all the videos, if you're sharing with your friends, like, oh, I really love this song, then ask them to please subscribe. It does help us reach more people, and we want to help Leann get 1,000 subscribers in a year. And that helps to expand the reach some more. So those little things help the ministers, your favorite artists, creative people. We're living in a whole different realm of time. It's not like selling a lot of records anymore, touring. Leann and I don't tour. We're pastoring the Well of Nashville, and we do ministry events. But anyway, I won't go on so many paths. But please subscribe. Thank you. Please subscribe. And let's go into Mighty and Glorious. Now, this song is in B minor. And those of you that have been watching know that I tune my guitars down a half step. So this looks funny because I'm playing. We're going to talk in the chord formations. I'm going to use A minor, F major 7, a G, and a D type of chords. Okay, and most of this song is built on pretty much 4 variations of those chords. So this song, Mighty and Glorious, has some little hooks, musical hooks that make it interesting, but the chords themselves are not difficult. And you can always simplify. If you're just beginning, feel free to simplify. So, but Leann sings it in B minor. And when you listen to the CD or the stream, and when we do it at the church, what you'll hear is it capoed on 2, or for me to get it to B minor, I have to capo up 3 because I'm tuned down a half step. So the actual key of the song is B minor, and I play in A minor forms. You are also able to get a free download of the chart. Remember that. Free downloads at LeannAlbrecht.com. Just go to the online store and click in those tabs, and you'll see free downloads. So we just try to help people participate. So here's Mighty and Glorious. It's A minor, standing in awe at the sound of his voice. And I'm in Leann's key. And that's the intro as well. Okay, those chords are an A minor, standard A minor, first finger, second string, first fret, then second and third fingers on the second fret on the third and fourth strings. That's a standard A minor. To convert that to an F major seventh, very easy. You keep the first finger anchored on fret 1, second string, and then just go up third string, second fret, second finger, third fret, third finger on the next string up. So look, it's like an F chord, right? A standard F chord. But I just lift the first finger so it doesn't hold. It gives you the F major 7, which is this open E underneath. So A minor standard, F major 7, G, standard G. I'm playing a G 2, 3, 4, right? Third finger and fourth finger across from each other on the third fret, grabbing the sixth and the first string, second finger on the second fret, fifth string. Very standard G. Now I do some tricks grabbing the second, the third string down here, hitting the second fret, which is the 9, or the 2, which if you know me by now, we do a lot of songs where we grab the second, right? Right? And the D chord, standard D chord. 1, 2 is on the second fret, right? First finger, third finger at the second fret of the first string, third string, and then the third finger comes up forward to the third fret. That's a standard D. Now sometimes I play a standard D. Sometimes I lift the second finger to get that D2, which I love to play. And then this song also has the F sharp in the bass. So, Mighty and Glorious. It's in 6/8. Sorry, I'm stretching the strings a bit. Real easy strums. Now, sometimes I can dig in a little bit. Sorry, I'm out of tune. And I'm not going to stop. So there you go. Now, sometimes you could play this D with the F sharp, grabbing with the thumb at the second fret, if you have a big enough hand to do that. Or some people feel like, no, I'd rather play the first finger up at the sixth string, second fret, and then just leave the D as a D2. You could do that, right? So, that's the 4 chords. The whole song is 4 chords, pretty much. Now watch what happens with 4 chords. So the intro, a bar of each. Uh-oh. Now you don't have to do the little motif. Remember I've talked about in other videos. How do you get this little, a hook, a melodic thing, a hook? You can play it straight. Do the whole song like that. That's the whole verse. Standing in awe at the sound of his voice. Hair white of snow and his eyes full of fire. His face a brilliant sun. Okay, at the end of the middle phrase of the verse, it does this. To a sus release, second to the G. So you hear a melody of going ba 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 ba. Right? On the recording, you would hear that little hook. Okay, it's very simple though. The G holds. Back to the A minor. Da 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 da. The King of all kings, crowned with many crowns. Right? Da 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 da. Thousands are singing a song to the So all that I do in the what we call the channel leading up to the chorus, it just goes to the F major 7, 1, 2, 3. Thousands are singing a song to the Lamb. The first bar at the G, I am holding a G. And with the first finger, I'm grabbing the second fret, third string, which is an A note, which is, again, a G2, right? And then I release it back to a normal G. Da, 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 da. So a lot of the chords we do are pretty straightforward. That's why when people say it's kind of complicated, I'm like, well, it's not as much as it sounds a little more intricate, because harmonically we do little tricks to change things up a bit for interest, right? So thousands are singing a song to the Lamb, exploding in praise to the matchless I am. Chorus. Mighty and glorious, you are victorious, oh God, the sovereign and strong. Okay, and I might do a little hammer on that, open E to the second fret. Now, what makes it interesting, let me show you what makes things interesting. These are the same 4 chords, A minor, F major 7th, G, and a D. In the verses, I do it as a D over F sharp. Right? You notice that? And I'm doing this little motif where I'm playing the A minor, but I'm hammering 2 and 3. When you hear me play, how about that? You could even hammer the whole A minor. It harmonically works. For this song, Leann wanted this jaga jaga. She just... That's a D2 because I don't play. Again, I let that E ring. So that is the same 4 chords as the chorus where I don't do any hammering. I just big chords. Minor, A minor, mighty and glorious, F major 7, G straight G chord. I said straight chords are boring. In this case, Leann said I needed to get opened up, just straight. And she was right. It made the chorus feel big. Mighty and glorious, you are victorious, oh God, the sovereign and strong. Solid, normal D chord. In this case, I didn't play the 9, the 2, I'm playing a D chord. Exalted and powerful, fearful and wonderful, oh God, the infinite one. We cry, holy. Oh, I did change. So it's not just 4 chords. I've got a D minor 7. You could play it. Straight D minor didn't feel like enough pretty. Leann wanted that minor 7. So it's first finger holding the first fret, string 1 and 2. You kind of let it fall into both strings, and the second finger grabs the third string, second fret. That is a D minor chord. You don't strum the E and the A. All right, you try to avoid those. We cry holy. F major 7, holy. You could play it as a regular F. Holy is an E minor chord. How about that? So I do have 6 chords in this song. But those are just turnarounds. So here's the last phrase. Mighty and glorious. Oh God. Here's the tag. We cry holy, holy is the Lamb. Okay, now, those are the chords. That's the whole song, folks. I'm going to show you how the bridge works in a minute. The only little trick in the verse and the intro that I do, this little motif of the A minor, hammer, hammer, F major. So I'm using the second and third fingers of the A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. I do this little... You can hear my first finger grabbing the right? Second fret, third finger, or third string. That's the second I'm hitting again. Just a little, almost like a trill on the piano. There you go. Verse 2, right? Same thing. There on the throne is the Son of Man, reigning with mercy and righteousness, High Priest of God and the King of all kings, crowned with many crowns. Hear that lick? Sus, release, to, release. So it's the first finger grabbing that melody. Sus, release, to the second. And there you can see the inside of it. Right? Saints gather round on a sea of grass, worship the one who's the first and last. Channel F major 7, a song to the Lamb, a G2, in the matchless I am, mighty and glorious. F major 7 to a G, regular G, to a straight D. You can do that little da-dee-da-da. F major 7, sorry. Any ground. Oh, that's a verse, sorry. Mighty and glorious, you are victorious. Oh God, the sovereign and the strong. Exalted and powerful, fearful and wonderful, oh God, the infinite one. D minor 7, we cry holy, holy is the Lamb. So the D minor 7 to the F, to the E minor, which is just second and third, our first and second fingers on second fret, fifth and fourth strings, right? Standard E minor. Holy is the Lamb. We're building into the bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy. F major 7. So the bridge goes to the F major 7. Holy to a G6. Now that's basically a G chord lifting the pinky off, or just playing the top two notes of a G chord. Here's a trick. The inversion process. Like, how do we take the same chords and change them up? So we do holy. First phrase, I go F major 7, slide it up to ooh. That's a G chord, and you could even have your thumb grab that, and it gives that G a lilt, a little, you know, you're playing it as a D with the 6th bass there. Yeah. I just like the sound of that. So inversions, right? F major 7, slide it up to. We sing holy, holy, we cry. Now, it's all F to G to F to G to the F to G. F to G to the F to G. Now what I've done is change the inversion. F major 7, slide it up 2 frets. We cry. Now you could play. Now I play the F major 7 again, and this time I want to hear the A in the bass. So it's an F major 7 over A. All I'm doing is making sure I hear the A bass note. Holy, singing holy. This is a G over B. I'm emphasizing the B. I'm not playing a G chord. No. And in fact, when I do things like this, I will let this finger touch this top string again so it doesn't ring out. How about that? So you first phrase is F major 7. Another trick. You can't almost see it microscopically. This finger, my third finger holding the F chord, as a little trick, when I'm not wanting this A to ring, I let it kind of lay fatter on the F. I'm looking at the screen so I can make sure you're seeing it. So even if I strum it, you don't hear it. You're not going to hear this flopping. I don't want to hear that till the next round. See, that would be a F major 7 over A and a G over A. Ooh, that's kind of pretty though, but we don't do it the first time. So it's holy, holy, sing. Second time it's holy, holy, singing, holy. Now this makes the third phrase huge. Bar chord F. Holy, holy. Now you can play a regular G. Holy is the Lamb. D chord with a sus. Okay, so I have 7 chords. So it's a D chord, standard D. Just drop your pinky for a full bar. We're going to do the sus resolve. Just lift it off. I don't pull it out that far because you never see it. I'm just lifting that much. So save the energy. So here's the bridge. Holy, holy, singing holy, holy, singing holy, holy is the Lamb. How about that? Again. Oh, F major 7, slide it up to a G. F major 7 over A, to a G over B, to an F bar chord if you can make it. If you can't play the bar chord, play a standard F. Holy, to a G. You can do that. If bar chords are still not your world yet, work on them though. Remember the other day I was talking about get that first finger calloused up. Get that. Just try to hold that first finger on all 6 strings. Ouch. And at first it will hurt a little bit. All right. Got it? There you go. So that's Mighty and Glorious. I know, 22 minutes. So I played the song. I talk about stuff. I know tutorials get long. So I'm going to have to learn how to just get to the point, right? Not so many commercials. Well, that's Mighty and Glorious. And if you really, somebody asked me, hey, can you just show us the song, play the song? Well, I kind of played it in the pieces, and you can see me play it on the video at the church thing. Maybe I should start by playing the whole song as we do these more and more. Anyway, bless you for tuning in. There you go. Mighty and Glorious. Get the free lead sheet at LeannAlbrecht.com. And please subscribe to all the YouTube channels that you like, but Leann Albrecht Worship Tribe. All right? Awesome. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.